Hello, people. Let us talk about this, lamp-like looking creature called Lingula. So, Lingula is a living fossil brachiopods. Okay, it is a genus of brachiopods, commonly known as lamp shells, and it is considered a living fossil because it has remained, morphologically similar for over 500 million years. So, while many other animals have developed many other species have evolved. These species have not evolved and they have remained the same for over 500 million years. Isn't that, I mean, great, right? So, probably they have a great amount of evolutionary resistance. So, they have resistance against the weather, the climate, their surroundings, and they have been able to keep to their habitats as well. So they are here from the Cambrian period. So Cambrian period is a long back, okay? It is not yesterday. Also, despite their resemblance to the mollusks and other species, they belong to brachiopods, and it is a classification that is a separate, uh, you know, phylum, separate section of marine invertebrates. So, marine means they are, like they live in water. Whichever species lives in water, they are called marine, and they are also intervertebrates. Okay, so some of their features are very interesting. They have a shell shaped structure, which means they are elongated, oval, or tongue shape, even. And because they're tongue shaped, they are called lingula, which means little tongue in Latin. So in Latin, little tongue means lingula. Okay, their shell composition, okay, made of calcium phosphate, unlike most other brachiopods, which have calcium carbonate shells, okay, size typically around 2.2 uh, 2 to 8 centimeter in length, okay, low phosphor, and they have a specialized feeding structure called low phosphor with cilia that helps to capture food particles from the water. So that is a little icky, but then at the same time, they have some structure that lets them catch the food particles from water. They have a pedicle, which is a long fleshy stalk that anchors the lingula into sandy or muddy seafloors. So if they are resting or doing something in the seafloor, it is they use their this structure called the pedicle to you know let them anchor. Okay. Also, habitat and behavior found in shallow marine environments, mainly in intertidal and subtidal zones. Okay, so these animals are found in shallow and marine environments, and they live in intertidal or subtidal zones. So, intertidal zone means the zones where the tides are changing, and I'll talk about it. There are different kinds of tides or waves in a or different structures of tides and waves in a ocean or a sea, and also sometimes in the rivers and freshwater streams, etc. So when one kind of tide takes over the other, or one kind of tide changes into other kind of tide, it is called an intertidal zone. Okay, so they've live in burrows or sand or mud for protection, and they live inside these burrows, and they live there. They keep their shell exposed. Okay, so you are likely to find their shells, but then they will be the rest of their body part will be inside their burrows. So they use their lophospore to filter fade on plankton and other organic particles. Have you ever seen planktons? They are very popular marine species. Soon we will be talking about them. Okay, stay tuned for that. Now they can survive, okay, these lingulas can survive on low oxygen environments, okay, and fluctuating salinity conditions, giving it a survival advantage. So these creatures, they can live anywhere. Okay, they can live. Like, it is clearly visible that they are very much capable of adapting, and they have, like a chance of doing a lot of evolution. Okay, and they need very low amount of oxygen to survive. Also, that is why probably they have been able to survive for 500 million years from the Cambrian age. Also, despite its ancient lineage, individual species have evolved to adapt to more modern marine conditions. Provides insight into their evolution of how these creatures, these early brachiopods and marine life evolved. Okay, so Lingula populations remain stable, but they face threat from coastal development, pollution, and of course habitat destruction. Some species are used in traditional medicine and cuisine in parts of Southeast Asia. So here are, our animals that we have lived with. They have exceeded us uh, in their capability to adapt, and they have developed a lot of mechanisms to survive the wild. Right? Stay tuned for more.